All right, hello and welcome back to Kenny Bears Arms, everybody. I got another Minnesota news story for you guys that I wanted to share with you. A little video we're going to watch together, and we'll talk about it after the video's done.
They're known as ghost guns, a weapon that doesn't have a serial number, making it difficult for law enforcement to track if it's used in a crime.
It's only August, and Brooklyn Park police say they found more ghost guns this year than in all of 2021.
And there are new federal rules coming soon expected to make some changes to how some of these homemade guns are sold. Our Eric Chaloux joins us to explain, Eric.
Yeah, we spent part of the day over at the Brooklyn Park Police Department South Precinct learning more about these ghost guns they found in recent days. Federal officials think the new rules coming could help police do their jobs better. Brooklyn Park police say they've recovered ghost guns during the arrest of shoplifting suspects at a Walmart earlier this week.
You really have no idea where this firearm has been or what it's done.
Inspector Elliot Faust says this year they've recovered 12 ghost guns, missing serial numbers, which are key to their investigations. Ghost guns can be made from what's been called buy, build, shoot kits, pre-manufactured, disassembled firearm parts that come in a box.
Essentially anybody
Not
can
really
do this
pre-manufactured.
and create a firearm that's fully functional. No different than a firearm that you would buy in a store.
Hey, there you go.
They're significantly
Liberator.
cheaper in price, and there's no way to track it. So I think it really comes down to just availability.
The idea that someone on a terrorist list could purchase one of these guns is extreme. It isn't extreme, just basic common sense.
What?
Back in the spring, President Joe Biden announced new rule changes that could take effect later this month in hopes of keeping ghost guns out of the wrong hands. The Department of Justice website shows the final rules add background checks on commercially sold kits, along with requiring manufacturers to include serial numbers on kits to help ensure the completed gun can be tracked if used in a crime.
I don't necessarily think it's going to be a tremendous burden on gun rights.
Rob Dorr, vice president of the Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus, says the changes shouldn't impact those who make guns for a hobby. But Dorr adds the Brooklyn Park ghost guns, illegally modified to be
Look at 3D printed autos here.
Can get around rules.
If we're looking at this as some sort of a solution to a public safety crisis we're experiencing, we're going to be setting ourselves up for tremendous disappointment.
There have been legal challenges to the rule changes by gun owner groups and gun part manufacturers. Now, Minnesota's Attorney General Keith Ellison joined more than a dozen other attorneys general standing behind the ghost gun changes. We'll see if any court steps in before the new rules are scheduled to start on August 24th. Live in the newsroom tonight, Eric Chaloux, 5 Eyewitness News.
Eric, thank you.
Well, there you have it. We saw some interesting stuff. I don't know how many of those photos are from crimes committed in the great state of Minnesota, but we saw what looks like a decent amount of polymer 80s, or maybe some of the variations there of polymer 80. And then we saw that I just randomly saw YouTube suggested a short of that 3D printed auto sear to me the other day, and I was like, whoa, okay. So that's the first time I've ever seen that, and now I saw it in the news story too. That's kind of interesting. Because I saw, like in my other previous video, I mentioned about the 3D printed auto sears that I believe the ATF, FBI kind of let come into the country from China and Taiwan, that whole region of area. I feel like they did that on purpose to try and catch more criminals and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, like, criminals are going to do crime and criminal things regardless of whatever laws you create, whatever exists out there. Like, they're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. They're gonna find the tools and the means to commit these crimes regardless. I still think so. Tim Walz, our governor currently, actually said something that I finally really agree with him on. If someone is going to use a firearm in a crowded area where there's innocent people and children, there needs to be a heavy penalty for that. I think you probably should have said heavier, like I just misspoke. Yeah, why not make, like, again, that's also why I think we need to have more people concealed carrying and stuff like that. So criminals have much more deterrent to actually want to commit crime. They have to go and go, do I want to do this? Because there might be some people that are willing to stick up and protect the people they love and care with them and stop me from doing this. Obviously, there's plenty of gang-related stuff going on, and there's a lot of trouble going on in the state and all across the country. A lot of people are hurting, especially with the inflation, so they're resorting to desperate things like crime to make ends meet. And I don't know, it's a tough situation. Obviously, it's currently not illegal to build your own firearm in Minnesota or the country, as far as I know. And yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see, and it will be interesting to see where this kind of goes as far as ghost guns are concerned. And we did have Biden tripping over his words, even in this this news clip here. So, you guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about this. And leave a like if you enjoy this Minnesota news-related gun content, 2A content. I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. And if I should keep doing it, make sure you leave a like for that. Subscribe for more of that stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to grow the channel. If you want to hang out with me and whatnot, I'd love to have you hang out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, consider subscribing, all that stuff. Blah, blah, blah. You know what to do. Take it easy, be well, and I'll see you in the next video.